welcome. Right? Please let me know in the comment section. Do you guys see my actual screen? Are you guys with me? Can we start off this actual session?
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Can see it. Clean stuff.
Yeah.
Clean. Okay. So what we're gonna find ourselves doing is going over price delivery. Okay. So first of all, each and every single day, 9 times out of 10, price will find itself starting off with a consolidation. Okay, a consolidation. After a consolidation, price will have an expansion, right? Either to the upside or to the downside. Then we have an actual retracement. Then we also have a reversal. And then we find ourselves having a consolidation over here as well. Okay, now a consolidation, this is simply choppy price action, right? And after a consolidation, price will find itself having an expansion. Okay, either a closure above or a closure below, right? So that right there is basically your breakout. Okay, and after that actual expansion, price can find itself having an actual retracement, right? And what is a retracement? A retracement is simply a correction. Okay, after a correction, we can find ourselves also creating a, a market structure shift or changing character. But ultimately, we are changing market structure, right? And from there, we are just going to find ourselves ending up coming back to an actual consolidation with an actual new day. Okay, now the reasoning to why I'm finding myself doing this for you guys, right? Now, we have covered fueling, right? Fueling, your daily time frame is influencing your weekly time frame. Weekly is influencing your monthly. You can also look from your monthly time frame all the way down to your actual daily time frame to basically see what can potentially happen, right? We have found ourselves covering intraday time frames, how to basically find direction on an actual intraday perspective, right? 4 hourly, 2 hourly, and 1 hourly, right? We have found ourselves going through our actual entry methodology, 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, etc. Right? So everything we found ourselves having, this is just another actual way of presenting it to you guys. Okay, this is another way of how I can find myself presenting it to you guys. Now, you guys will basically see that this can also help you get an actual entry during the London session, right? Sometimes you guys will see that I'm saying that, we are going to go up or we're going to go down whatsoever, right? And saying that 9 times out of 10, London session is a manipulation, right? And then during the New York session, we basically have some distribution, right? And that is the exact same thing we had, or the exact conversation we found ourselves having over the course of Monday, right? And I wanted to find myself discovering Monday's price action, but you know what? I'm going to give you guys more examples when it comes down to what is happening over here. Okay, now I want you guys to look at the arrows. Okay, look at the arrows. Can you see from an actual consolidation to an expansion, right? So if I maybe can do this over here for you guys, get out the pin. So from an actual consolidation to an expansion, consolidation. So price, let's say, is expanding to the upside, right? Like that, right? We can find ourselves having a lovely retracement, right? So price can find itself doing the following. If we have a closure above, price can just come back down where we have a high, higher high. So all we are waiting for is the higher low for a further continuation move back to the upside. Basically, it's just continuing in market structure, right? Price can basically come from an actual consolidation, expanding, right, through to an actual reversal as well. This is simply saying that, you know what, we can find ourselves having the consolidation. Price have a breakthrough above, just like we have over here and there, right? And reverse, boom, we are changing market structure, having a closure below, right? After that, we find ourselves having that actual retracement. And then we find ourselves having a further continuation move back towards the downside. Till the end of the day, we find ourselves having another consolidation. Okay. By the end of the day, we will find ourselves having another consolidation. Right? Now, check this out. The reason to why I'm showing you guys this right here is simply because of the following, right? What do we know about an actual candle? What do we know about a candle? So what I'm basically now presenting to you guys is the following. If we have a candle, daily candle, doing the following, we have our consolidation, right? Ultimately, this is what you want to look out for. Price will close above, right? Expanding. And after that expansion, you are waiting for a retracement. Okay. You are waiting for a retracement. Boom. Right? Price is now basically changing markets. Well, not an actual retracement, a reversal. Right? Price is now basically finding itself doing the following. You are waiting for a reversal. Closing above. Right? So price will then do the following. Bang. Right there. Right? So price basically manipulated everyone right over there. Right? After price find itself manipulating everyone, price will then find itself distributing price. Bang, to the upside we go, right? Till the end of the day, we go back into a consolidation. Bang, bang. So how does this look like when it comes down to an actual candle, right? So let's say this was the open of the candle, right? The open. This is the low of the candle of the week. This is the high of the week, right? The high of the week. And then this is your market close. Okay, so how does this look like? This is simply going to look like this now. It's your candle. That is your wick, right? That right there. That's the low of the week. That right there is your actual open. The price find itself going up. Like that. Right. So that right there is your actual wick. Well, my apologies. Let me just do that one over. Right. So this will basically be that right there. There, right? So that will be the high of your wick, and then that will be the closure of the body. Okay, so what I basically just presented to you guys in the previous actual slide, right? Price will find itself having some sort of an actual consolidation, right? Price will find itself, you know what, creating that actual retracement or that actual, you know what, the correction or the actual change in market structure, right? The reversal. And then price will find itself having an actual shift to the upside, close, have an actual consolidation, and then start the whole cycle again, right? And that's how you find yourself getting an actual candle. Okay. Do you guys have a clear understanding of what I'm trying to tell you guys right over here? Let me know. Let me know. And this is a bullish candle. This is a bullish candle. Do you have a clear understanding of what I'm trying to tell you? Or should I go to an actual bearish candle as well and see?
I do understand you. Thanks.
Okay. Same is understanding. Samina, do you understand?
Oh, good, yeah.
Clean stuff. Right? So ultimately, this is basically what you want to see when it comes down to price in general. Okay. That is basically what you want to C. So now let's look at an actual example in the charts. Right? Let's look at an example on the actual charts. Can you guys see my charts? Yes, D, no, D.
We still see the slideshow. Okay, there we can see it now.
Clean stuff. Okay. Clean stuff. Now, the exact same methodology goes when it comes down to an actual weekly time frame, right? Weekly time frame, all you guys is basically just looking at is the following, right? Check this out. If you are expecting now with this actual methodology, right, you guys need to know where you want to see price go, and you need to stick with your bias, right? So what I basically just made mention or shown you guys is the following. Maybe if I can use that. If you are expecting some upside momentum, look at that right there. This is the closure of that wick right there, right? Where do you want to find yourself buying price? Inside this region right over there, right? And obviously price will find itself, if I can maybe do this and just go to the actual daily time frame, right? Looking at where is Monday, Friday, this is Monday, right? Monday came, Tuesday came, Wednesday found ourselves having that actual shift back down. Tuesday and Friday, we just had an actual expansion to the upside, right? So ultimately, you would want to see price basically, you know what? You want to have an actual entry once you see prices below the actual opening price, right? That is ultimately what you want to find yourself seeing. Okay, but that is on an actual weekly time frame. Let's rather look on a daily time frame as we are finding ourselves being more active on an actual, a daily time frame. We're gonna look at this one over here. Bang. Right, so this is basically last week. Okay, this was last week's data. Now, let's say, for instance, you did find yourself take into consideration that, hey, we are basically tapping within an actual, breaker block right over there, right? As we created that actual low, lower low, higher high right over there. So you are basically expecting some upside momentum, right? All you're going to find yourself doing is box out this candle's low and this candle's high. Okay, the previous day's candles low and the previous day's candles high. Okay, so that right there will basically be the daily high. I'm just going to mark it off as the daily high. Right, and this right there will basically be your daily low. Okay, that will basically be your daily low. Closing time. So if you are basically expecting some upside momentum, right, where do you want to find yourself having your entry? Do you want to have your actual entry below your daily low, or do you want to have your actual entry above your daily low? Where do you want your entry to be? You would love to see price come down and then have that actual momentum to the upside. Okay, now let's scale down to our actual H4 time frame and let's see. Right, so H4 time frame, obviously on a day-to-day basis, you are going to find yourself doing the necessary on your side as well, right? Still boxing out your points of interest, etc., right? And you're going to find yourself monitoring price on the actual 5-minute time frame, right? 5-minute time frame is basically just the best to find yourself monitoring it over here or on an actual lower time frame. Okay, so midnight candle is when? Where is our midnight candle? Let's get our midnight candle and play price a little bit forward to the midnight candle. Let's go to a higher time frame. Let's play price to the midnight candle. Bang. Okay. So clean stuff. Clean stuff. So here the previous day I found itself closing right over there. right? This is an actual new day. We are now finding ourselves forming. Now, we're not going to find ourselves going into the actual entry method, right? I'm just trying to show you guys like how price is moving in general. Okay. Now, midnight candle over there. Now, you're going to box out your actual midnight candle, right? And the one thing you want to find yourself doing is, you know what? If you are expecting some upside momentum, right? You basically want to see price traveling below your midnight candle, right? And then find itself having that upside momentum. Because if price is below your actual midnight candle, right, this simply means that you are inside your discounted area. Okay. So check this out. Here we can see that we find ourselves having some sloppy price action right over there, right? So there is your actual range. Right now, this is basically your Asia range, right? This range always finds itself happening during the actual Asia session. And ultimately, you want to see these actual lows being taken out and then see an actual reaction from price. Okay. So over here, what can you guys see? What is happening? What do you think? What is this? This momentum to the upside. What would you call that right there?
Breakout.
Come again?
A breakout.
Your breakout.
A breakout, right? A breakout. I thought you said a breaker. I was like, yeah, what? A breaker. But okay, right? Price basically found itself seeking some liquidity right over there, right? We took out liquidity. Price had a lovely shift to the downside, right? So now you basically know that price is basically breaking above this area, right? So with price basically breaking above this area, 9 times out of 10, what you want to find yourself seeing is price having a change in market structure, okay? Because once price is basically having that change in market structure, this right there is an actual manipulation, okay? This right there is a manipulation, tricking everyone to think that we are currently what? Bullish in structure. Okay. Tricking everyone thinking that we are bullish in structure. Right. So right there, we find ourselves breaking market structure. Right. So that is clean right there. Keep in mind that this is the low of the day. Right. So we're just going to play price forward. And there you guys can see, right, we are now taking out the actual low of the day. We are taking out sell side liquidity. Right, we're going to play price, we're going to play price, we're going to play price, we're going to play price. Price is now basically accumulating. Right, price is accumulating. And now it comes back to our actual trading session, right, which is basically during the actual line, well, the New York Open, right, or the New York session. And there, boom, price is now basically finding itself distributing price. Okay, so this whole area over here was price manipulating, right? Price manipulate all the actual buyers that went long right over there. Okay, price manipulated all buyers that went long over there, right? And then price is basically going to find itself seeking an actual area to where it can find itself pulling through. And what did we say? Which areas are those? Those are basically buy side, sell side liquidity areas, right? And after price is taking out buy side or sell side, this is once we find ourselves looking for our actual entry method, right? Order block, break a block, fair value gap, POBs, etc., etc. Okay, manipulate, accumulate a little bit, and there we find ourselves distributing price to the upside, basically going with our actual long bias, right? So on the daily time frame, you expected price to have an actual upside momentum, right? And if I can go on the daily time frame, there you can basically see, right, price started off with that actual consolidation first. After the consolidation, find ourselves having that actual, after the consolidation, we find ourselves having a closure above, an expansion. After the expansion, we find ourselves reversing, right? We are accumulating some orders. We are reversing, tricking everyone who went long over there. Let's take them out, right? Since we have a closure below, everyone who thinks that we are trading below this actual area over here, or that price is bearish in structure, right? We're going to find ourselves tricking them as well. Tap into an initial point of interest and price will find itself distributing to the upside, right? So you need to have daily biases, okay? You need to find yourself having an actual daily bias on where you would love to see price head back into, okay? So let's look at this one over here as well. Let me remove that. So clean, right? So here you guys is now seeing that, okay, cool. We have our nice little bull candle. I'm gonna mark off that as our daily high. It's basically just the closure, very low. Very low, right over there. And this is our close in price. Okay, the close in price. So ultimately, where would you like to see price? You know what, where would you like to go long from price? Below the actual closing price right over there. Okay, so you're gonna find yourself doing the necessary. Hey, I didn't even make sure if that was the proper closure. Was it the proper closure? Yes, it was the proper closure. Okay, so clean stuff. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Well, actually the 5 minute time frame, and let's just monitor price. Let's get out that midnight candle once again. Let's get out that midnight candle right over there. Let's go to higher time frame and play price low forward. Okay, boom. So now we have our actual midnight candle. Just box it out like that again. Right. So guys, keep in mind, this is the high. This is the buy side we are now basically taking out of the previous week. Okay. Buy side liquidity is now basically being taken. This is the closure of the well, not weekday, right? And this right there is the closure of the previous day. Okay. So buy side is now basically being taken right over there of the previous day. Buy side liquidity. Okay, so let's zoom price in over here. Let's play price a little forward, see what's happening over here. Bang. Right, so here we can basically see our little range. Find ourselves creating. Okay, so once you see the range happening, and then what do you want to see next? What do you want?
Breakout and breakout and then a
Breakout.
manipulation.
Clean stuff, right? Want to see that breakout, and that breakout right there can basically be your manipulation. So there we find ourselves having an actual breakout. Right, price is finding itself expanding to the upside. Right now, guys, listen. One thing as well, if price is basically gonna find itself expanding like this to the actual upside, right? If you see that price is not coming down, price will not find itself coming down. Okay, by the New York Open, if price is not coming down, then you can be like, okay, cool, we're not gonna come all the way down, taking out our Asia lows. Okay, so you wait. So there you guys can see, boom, we find ourselves taking out this lovely low right over there. So now price is doing what? Price is now basically changing market structure. Right there we find ourselves changing market structure. There we find ourselves having a correction. Now we're finding ourselves distributing price low to the downside. Right, we'll accumulate our actual orders, which were below price right over there. Right, and can you guys now see? Where are we traveling right now? Now we are traveling below the opening price of the previous day, right? Which is right over here. Price is now simply finding itself taking out liquidity over there as well. Bang, right? Price is taking out liquidity. So all you're going to find yourself doing is wait. Lovely fair value gap. It's been opened up right over there. So what do you think what's going to happen next? Price is going to find itself distributing to the actual area it needs to go. There is our actual trading session coming through, and the price find itself, having its actual overall momentum, right? So price manipulated, right? Came back into an actual area of interest, distributed, right? We accumulate, we find ourselves manipulate, and then we find ourselves distributing. Okay. Understanding? Yes, D. No, D.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, dear.
Clean stuff, right? So let's look at this week on Monday. On Monday, we was Monday. Let's do the exact same thing. Okay, so Monday's candle was this one. That one. Right over there. Okay, now we basically looked for some upside momentum first, right? And then find ourselves having the actual shift back to the downside, right? Now, a point of interest was the following. Can you guys see that we had a nice swing low right over there? Hello? Hello? A higher low, right? So that right there is a swing low, a significant swing low as we are taking out our, as it is on our actual daily time frame. Okay, now we're going to scale lower. Keep in mind, what do you want to see? This is your daily low. Let me just do the exact same thing for you guys. That's your daily high. That's your daily high right over there. Right, so you are expecting some upside momentum. So where do you want to find yourself looking for those lovely longs? Below price. Okay, so you are now going to do the necessary due diligence on your side to do what, D? To do what? Just to make sure you have an actual point of interest below price, right? So on our actual H4 time frame, we have these actual equal lows coming through right over there, right? 1 hourly time frame, we have this lovely breaker block which is coming through right over there, right? So you are expecting price to have that actual shift to the downside first, right? You first want to see the downside momentum because you are waiting for price to do what? To have an expansion to the upside. Okay, you first want to see the downside and then you want to see the upside. So what I'm gonna find myself doing is just box out that midnight candle. Let me see if we can get it right over there. Just like that, right? So let's go to a lower time frame now. Let's go to a lower time frame now. Okay. So we can basically see that price found itself opening up a little something over here for us. Right over there. Right, so let's wait. Let's wait. Okay, can find ourselves expanding it. Right, we have a bigger range right over there. First, second, third touch, first, second touch right over there. Right, so we are clearly inside a lovely range right there. Okay, so what is up next? What is up next for us? Right, so boom. D, what can we see? We can see that we have these actual relatively equal highs coming through right over there, right? Which is quite clean, right there. Now, with us basically traveling below our actual box, right? Let me just get out that midnight candle for you guys as well. Where's that midnight candle? Where's that midnight candle? Right over there. Bang. So with us now basically traveling below the actual box, what do you guys see this as? Okay, we had a little bit of a choppy day right over there. There we had a little closure above, right? We had a little closure above. Okay, so this is around about 8 o'clock. Okay, this is the New York time. Okay, cool, boom. So there we find ourselves now having another closure below the actual box, right? So what do you guys consider this as being right over here? What do you consider this as being right there?
That is a breakout.
A breakout, which can be a what? A form of manipulation, right?
Okay.
Tricking everyone who is finding themselves going short over here, right? We can see that we have lovely highs, lovely highs, lovely highs, lovely highs right over there, right? So we're going to trick everyone who found themselves looking for some lovely, lovely shorts, right? Where's a point of interest? This lovely low right there. And there we can see what happened. Boom. Price basically tap into a point of interest, right? And with us basically tapping into that point of interest right there, what are we expecting next? We are expecting that actual distributing to find itself coming through, right? And as you guys can see over the course of Monday, right? So now you basically have like an better understanding of what I basically talked about once I basically said, guys, listen, this is manipulation, right? And all we're now going to find ourselves doing is waiting for price to basically distribute, right? And as we can see, price had some really slow momentum over the course of Monday, right? Over the course of Monday, we had really, really slow momentum. So going over to the next day, which is Tuesday, right? Which was Tuesday. When did price close over here at 6? Yeah, so price closed right over here, right? Sydney session. So let's play price forward. Let's get out at midnight. Where's midnight? Midnight, bang. So there we can basically see that that lovely buy side is taken out, those equal highs. Okay, it's a new day. It's a new day. Do we need to stress about it? No, don't have to stress about it. We don't have to. We don't have to. Okay, boom. So now we can basically see like this is the best actually, right? It's the best when your midnight candle is still within that actual box. That right there is the best. That is the absolute best. Okay, so cool. Boom. Price is now basically having a closure above. Yo, guys, are you gonna stress about it? Or are you gonna be like, you know what? It's cool though. Price having a closure above, we can potentially find ourselves having that actual shift to the downside, take out these actual lows. As we can see, we have some lovely, lovely, relatively equal lows right over there. Price also find itself opening up a volume imbalance right over there as well. Right, I am expecting some upside momentum once again. Right, so where do you want to see price basically head into? If I maybe can just go back to the daily time frame and just, well, okay, I don't actually have to do that. All I can do is the following, right? So price basically closed right over there, right? So this will basically be the high right over there. So this is basically the closure of the previous day. Okay, the previous day found itself closing right over here. The new day opened up right over there. Keep that in mind. So where do you want to find yourself catching that lovely, lovely trade? To the upside, to the downside, whatsoever, inside this region right over there. Okay, inside this beautiful, beautiful area below price. Okay, so here you're going to seek for your actual magnet, etc., etc. You wait. Manipulation. You wait for, there you find yourself having a what? A change in market structure. That's it. So now you're having like a little correction, right? Double bottom, clean stuff, equal lows for you so that we can take it out right? And then what was the CPI? And then CPI basically came through, right? Found itself coming back below price, giving you an actual entry right over there. Price then found itself coming back down, taking down last liquidity or taking out last liquidity, right? Seeking the last actual magnet in price right over there. And what did price find itself doing? Distributing, right? Distributing. So price always find itself doing that right there. As we can literally go into the next day, which is today, right? Let's look at today as well. 6 o'clock, this candle is closing. Bang, so there's the closure. Let's play price a little bit to the, let's play price a little bit to the actual midnight candle. Bang. Let's play price to the midnight candle. Boom. Boom. Right? Here we have our midnight candle. Play price a little forward. Okay, so here we can already see, right, these actual relatively equal highs right over there. Clean stuff. Clean stuff right over there. Right, so there's our little box. Right, now guys, keep in mind above price, you're going to seek for your magnets. We had our actual breaker block above on the actual H1 time frame. Right, so you're going to wait. Okay, guys, listen, once again, what is happening right now? What is happening right now?
A breakout.
Breakout.
And what can that actual breakout serve as?
Manipulation.
Manipulation.
Right? To go where? Up or down? To go where? Up or down?
Down.
It's tricking us to think that we're going up.
Right? So that's a manipulation to go down. Okay.
Down.
So we are basically tricking everyone, the breakout traders. Oh, we have a breakout of the actual range whatsoever. So let's go long. Right? Bang. Wrong. Right there, you find yourself having your actual change in market structure. Right? Beautiful fair value gap. Right over there. You wait for your pullback whatsoever. Start your actual fair value gap right over there. Right? And you are just, you know what? You are just being patient. Right? Price is having a retracement. And the Bob was your uncle. Right? And Bob was your uncle. And there you find yourself having your lovely, lovely distribution to the downside. So as you guys can see, right, these things happen on a day-to-day basis, right? A day-to-day basis. Look at this. This found itself happening during, let's make this a different box, make it green. This happened around about 3 o'clock in the morning, right? When is that? That's perfect time, right? That's around about 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's go to South African time. Let's go to South African.
That's London session, right, D?
Correct.
That's when London session comes in. Okay.
Right. So London session, bang. London session, manipulation. New York session, we are distributing. Right over here, let's look at what when did this actual momentum over here happen. Right here we find ourselves having our actual break above, right? But we can see that inside this range over here, right, we had our actual New York session coming through, and after the New York session, well, basically the afternoon session, we then only find ourselves having that actual shift back towards the downside, right? Well, not the new, well, this is My apologies. This is still London session. I'm now having New York time in my actual head, right? So this is still during the London session, right? So London find itself having the closure above. During London, we find ourselves having the actual shift back to the downside. Where was our trading session? Our trading session is right over here, 15:30, right? Boom, boom. Looking at this over here, price found itself doing what? Price found itself basically having the closure below, right? Once again, during the the New York session, we found ourselves basically having that actual distribution to the upside, right? So these the manipulation phases, right? They normally find themselves happening during the London session, right? So those can be actual areas you guys can find yourself participating in price during the London session if you want. Well, if you want to, right? So that was what I wanted to find myself sharing with you guys over the course of today, right? How price is basically maneuvering on a day-to-day basis. Any questions whatsoever?